So last class we have discussed some basic things. So you should learn something. I think the JavaEE. So the JavaEE. The JavaEE and online course. And today is 2nd October 2nd. So first we should introduce to you something that the database. The database. So you need to install another software. So first the MySQL. You need to install the MySQL. So I'm sorry. You know, this is a computer style. So when you want to learn something, you always deal with your computer things. So first we should install the MySQL. So let's say the version. So I'll see you. So MySQL has a lot of versions, and so I think you can install for me MySQL and exe. Well, so MySQL you need to install the MySQL. Well, so the MySQL the software. Let me check. So maybe I find something. MySQL. So this one. This is MySQL's installation file. So you see it's about more than 300 megabytes. So that's the version. That is a version. Version is like this way. So MySQL installation community. Or you can install the similar the fifth version. That's the same thing. And then this is the well, I click something. So that is a software. That is a software. So you need to find something similar to the MySQL. And how to install it. So the install it is well, I'll show you. In MySQL when you well, since the time is limited, so I'm afraid I can't install it again for you. So I just tell you some points. So first you just unzip this file, unzip the MySQL file, and then you get the MSI, so the MySQL installation community, and then you double click it. So you just choose the developer default, and then you go the next, and there. This is some preconditions check, so it doesn't matter. You just you can execute it or not. If it cannot execute it successfully, you just cancel it and or ignore it, and then go on. So then if everything goes well, then you will go to this way, stand alone MySQL server. So always by default. And the important thing is that you should give a password. Give a password. So for me, my password is root 1234. So that's the password. So you should give a password. And also, you can add an anonymous or add a normal user account. For example, the password is test 1234. Or you didn't, or you well, this is doesn't need it to add a normal count. That means if you if you do not want to add a user named test, it's okay. So, but you must pay attention to this MySQL root password. So what root means? Root is the default name of the MySQL. That root is a supervisor. That is the administrator. So root is the name of the highest of the very powerful name by default of the MySQL. So that means when you install the MySQL database, and it has a user named root, and this is very powerful by default. So you should give a password. Should give a password for root, and root is the not uppercase, is a little case. So this is a root. Well, I'll show you later. So then you add a password for the MySQL. For the MySQL, then next. So that doesn't matter. Then and when you finish install it, it will bring you a share environment. So you can type the MySQL. So this is MySQL, and so here is lots of MySQL menus. So here is the MySQL shell or command line something. Well, we can choose the MySQL shell. Try MySQL shell. So it will open the MySQL shell. So and here is a MySQL something, and you can, well, I seldom use it because it's not so easy to use. We use other tools. So here is MySQL, and you can type something. Well, type some question. So here lots of something. So that means the MySQL has already installed it. Well, it's just a test, just for test. That means you have successfully installed the MySQL. Why we install the MySQL? Because MySQL is a database system. So what's the MySQL means? MySQL means that it's a it's a database. So we call it the DBMS. So what's a DBMS means? That means the database 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 management system. Management system. That means it is a software, and it has very powerful data processing functions. So that's the MySQL. That's a MySQL. Well, so that's one thing. That's one thing. And so for MySQL, it has the user. So the username is, we call it the root, and by default the password for root. For me, when I install it, I give the root 1234. So that's just for me, and you can give any password. You must remember. You must recite it, and so you do not forget it. You do not forget it. So that is the so that is MySQL. So you maybe you will encounter something to install it. So you can install you can install or something the MySQL 5 .x something. So you can choose any. So that's either either okay. So uh, so that's for the version. So that is the database. But we use a shell. We it's so hard to use. So we need to install other the third part things. So one thing is a MySQL. Is a MySQL installation. So installation. So this is one thing. This is one thing. Another, we should install the third part. We call it the client. So client tools, client tool, and for visiting MySQL. So we need another tools. Well, there's lots of tools like the PHP admin or you can Google something. So for me, I use the Navigate. So the Navigate. The Navigate. So what is the relationship between the Navigate and the MySQL? You can say MySQL is just like a bank, just like a bank. So there's lots of money in the bank, and the Navigate is your bank card. It's something like your or the ATM or something. So you can visit the bank. You do not need to go to a bank to ask someone give your help. You can do everything by yourself. So with a machine, so with these tools. So that's the relationship. So Navigate is the client tool for visiting MySQL. So you should understand the relationship. First, you should install the MySQL. Then you have the database functions, and then you should install tools. For me, I install the tools, the Navigate, or you can use others. You can just Google. You can Google client tools for visiting MySQL. There's lots of things. So I suggest use the Navigate. So the Navigate there's lots of version. So I suggest use the Navigate 12. So it maybe need you to to block it, block it. So just like the idea, the ultimate version. So you should use the Navigate. I'll show you. So first you should prepare Navigate. You should prepare the Navigate. Well, Navigate. Let me find the Navigate things. So the Navigate, come, Navigate. So it's really mess. So you should be patient, be very patient, because this is computer stuff. This is computer things. So I find the well. Let me find the Navigate, the navigate something. Here. So that is the Navigate. That is a Navigate. Well, I'll show you. It's this way. It's this way. Well, so you need to download something. Download something. This is mine. So that's the Navigate. That's the Navigate. It's about more than 40 megabytes. So if you could not find it, you can tell me and I'll send it. Since this is online and we are different countries, we have different culture, we have different the study custom or environment. So and it's maybe a little difficult or makes explanation for me to give the installation files for to you. So you can download by yourself. If you could not find the installation file, you can tell me, and I can I can try to send it to you. So in China we always use a QQ. You always use a QQ. You say this is my QQ. You say this is my QQ. You say there are lots of things. Always the QQ things. You say this is my QQ. You say it's my QQ, and here is my friends. You say I have more almost near 1,000. So this is my friends, and so lots of, and this is a group, QQ group, and I have, you see, I have more than 100 group. So that's the QQ things. That's a QQ things. Well, we for me, I use the QQ more than WeChat, because WeChat is on the group, on the mobile phone, So you see here is my QQ, here is my QQ. Well, so since we are different countries, so it's international things, and it's maybe a little difficult for you to install or register the QQ number. So you can download from the Google or other things. So I mean, if you couldn't install it, install the software. Well, I have introduced you two software. One is MySQL, and another is Navigate. You just tell me. I think it's not so big difficult, and I think definitely some of you have already used the MySQL, how you know how to use it. Well, so that's a Navigate things. So how to install the Navigator is the same thing. It's the same thing. Well, I'll show you the Navigator's installation things. So the Navigator, maybe here, the same thing. So uh, let me see. So when you finish install the MySQL, and then you can get the navigate, and so you just double click. This is the Chinese version, and you can download the English version, and then it's easy. So just next, and I agree the agreement something, and then choose a folder to store the installation files of the navigate, navigate, and then you can use it. So however, the navigator need you to we call it the plugin or something to changes using time, so you can use it permanently. Or if you do not do things like what I have shown, just replace two files to the installation folders, the same name file, and then you can use it permanently. So if you do not do this, you can try. You can have the evaluation version just for maybe for 2 weeks or for a month or something. Well, you can just first you just install it and use it. At least you can use, I think at least you can use 1 or 2 weeks. So without the broken license or something. Well, so that's the navigate things. That's the navigate things. Well, so this is my circle things, my circle database. Well, now I'll show you how to use it. How to use it. So today's course we have two purpose or two contents. So one is the database. Another is we use a Java program to visit the database. So this is one thing. Client for visit MySQL. Well, another thing is that we try to, one thing is that the Java the Java visit. When I say visit, that means to show the data from the database, from the tables, and so maybe you haven't learned the course named database. Have you learned something about the database? Have you ever studied the course named database or something? Can anyone give me a response? Yeah. Okay, this semester. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. That's good. Well, so we use the Java program or the Java program. So we use a Java program uh, the database, to visit MySQL, and well, we should by JDBC. So the JDBC means the Java database database Java database. Okay. So just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Okay. So let's go on. So let's go on. So the second we will to write some Java program. Write some Java program to show the date from the database. Well, so that's the navigator. Well, I'll show you. I'll show you. So how to use the navigator things. And so first we open the navigate. We just type the navigate. So that's the navigate. You see here is a navigate menu. We double clicked it. So when you finish the install it, you can check check root connection. So how to check the root connection? We open it. And then here is a menu file, and this has the new connection, and then you can choose MySQL. You can choose MySQL things. Here you can choose MySQL things. So check. One thing is you just type the file. The file and file is and the new connection. New connection and the MySQL. So MySQL. So choose the MySQL. So that's like this way, and then we use our navigate. So this is for the MySQL. If you have learned other databases, the same thing. You say you can use the Oracle or others. Like here, the new connection. You see there's lots of connections in the Oracle, SQLite, SQL Server, or others MariaDB. So that's all the database. So we chose the MySQL things, and then here is we call the that I'll show you. So here is the connection name. You can choose any name, maybe the A, B, C. Today is today is October 2nd. So this is any name here. That means when you connect it, it will list the name here. It will name here, and this is uh, the address of the database server. So because I have already installed the database on my own machine, so we call this is a local host. If you want to visit others, you just type the IP address. So something like if the address like this IP address, so something like this way, Well, for me, I use a local host. Local host means the local machine's name. So that's a local host. And here is a port. Here is a password. Here is a name. So we do not change it. We do not need to change it, and we shouldn't. We must not change it. So that's by default. When you finish installation of MySQL. So that's the port. That's the name. Name is root, and here is the password. So password, I give you the root 1234. So IOOT 1234. So that's what I have installed. So that is a save password, and then you can type this way. That means this way is a test connection. So test connection, it will successfully give you a connection successful. Then you type it, and then you OK. So something like this. So that is connection things. That's a connection things. But I'll show you like this way. So that is the new connection. Something like that means successfully. Success. SUCCESSFUL. Successfully. Something. So that means connecting. Connection successfully. Here. Okay. So new connection type this way, and then connection successfully, and then we type this way, this way. So there will be a new name ABC. So you double click, because here is lots of database. Well, I suggest you do not delete any database. You just delete what you have created. Do not delete any other database. And so first you can create a database. Here is a new database. Here is create a new database. So like this way. And well, I'll show you how to create a new database and a table. So then you need to create a new database named test 1002. So this is one thing. And how to create it? It's easy. I'm sorry, this is Chinese characters, but the menu is the same thing. Menu is the same position. So you type the new database. Well, I'll show you how to new database. So one thing is new database. You type the new database. Here is a new database. Well, you choose a new database. That means new database. Okay. New database, something like this way. New database. Okay. So this is one thing, new database, and then you give the database a new name, So new database, Give a database name here, test, 1002, and here is a character things. Well, we always type the UTF something, so you can choose anything. So UTF, the the M the M maybe means something about the I don't know, so memory or something or build or I don't know. So that's is we always choose this way, or can use choose others UTF-8 something. So that's the same thing. That's always doesn't matter. But you must choose the UTF things. And here is the sort rules. We always choose the general things. So sort rules here, UTF-8 general things. So that can shows not only English character, but also Chinese character or other countries characters. So here is a new database. Here is a new database. Well, so new database. You should give the name. Give the name. Okay. So that's the prepare work. Then we will show how to use a Java program to visit the database. And maybe today we just do not give you too much works. While you just use a Java program can visit the database. That will be okay. That will be okay. Well, and then let's see. Okay, and then the next thing is here the test the database name, and here is a character set. Here is a sort rules. So then you okay. Then you choose it. So when everything goes well, you can got a new database. Then you double click it. You must double click it, and so that's the database. Congratulations. If you finish this, then you get the database. You get the database here. Here is double. So you need to double click. Double click the name. So mouse double click. Double click. Double click. So double click the database name. Database name. Okay. Double click. So this is very basic things. For your students, we learn always we learn basic things. In China we have we have some saying or something. It's just like well I'll show you something that we call the well, there is a saying that means the 10,000 tall buildings raise from the ground. So you should step by step. And also another thing is that something like this. Most people are familiar with the proverb. Rome was not built in one day. So you should understand this. So do not think it's too easy or too hard. That is the way we must work. That is the way we must work. Okay. And then we go on. So we have created a database. Named test2. So this is our database things, and then we should create the I think we should create a new table in this database. So here I just show you create a new table. well, we named something, maybe named the test. Well, we just we give a test, maybe the table. Name is a table, and in the database of in the database of in the base named. So that is the very important things. We should create a table. So all the dates, all the data, all the dates stored in the table, and the table stores in the database. A database can have lots of tables, but for a system, and we always just only have one database. So you should understand this. Well, I'll write it for you. So uh, so it's like this way. So one system always has only one only one only one database. So now you should understand the relationship. The MySQL is the database management system. It can create lots of databases, and when you want to develop a system, you want to store the dates. First, you should create a database, and then in this database, you create lots of tables in it. So that's and has only one and lots of, well, not so lots of, just several and several. So several, maybe several. Well, several. So several tables and several tables in the database. Okay, what can we do? What? Or raise the microphone. Well, you just tell me or tell to others. I don't know. Well, I can't tell. Meeting community. Well, I have so so could you hear me clearly? My voice? Okay, okay. Okay, thank you. So if you have anything, just tell me. Well, one system always has only one database and several tables in the database. So you should understand this. Well, now we create a new database, a new tables. Well, the tables have some basic elements consists of a table. So you should understand the table name, table name, the table name, and we call the field type. Well, field database date type, like the int or string. Well, not a string, the virtual, the virtual or it set something. Or number or date time. So this is a data type, and also has the field name, and also has the recorder. So recorder means the contents in the row. So you should understand the row and the column. So that's column. So that's the basic things basic things of the table. So the table. So that's we call the elements of the table. So elements of the table. So that is the we call the elements of a table. I hope you can understand this. Well, now we create a new table. We create a new table. So we create what's a table? Well, there's still lots of others software. Well, another software. Well, you do not need to install it. I just show you. So there's other software like the Power Designer, Power Comp Designer. So here, this is a model simulation database model simulation tools. Well, you do not need to install it. I just show you. I just show for the professional things. Always we should design the database system. So what's the design means? Design means that you do not need to write some codes. You just show the relationship, show the tables what it looks like. So now we create a table. Well, for us, we give a name of a table. So the table is a table. Here is a table. Table. Here is our table name. Here is a column. So column. Well, we just show very basic things. Here is the ID, or student ID something. So we write a student ID. So that's the simple. That's a short than the student number. So and then we give the name, give a name, and give another give an age. Or you can write lots of things, something like the address or other things. Well, so this is the name, and here is the database. Here is the data type. The data type for the student ID, well, I chose maybe the variable character, give the 50 or something, and here is a name. We always use a variable characters, so there's maybe more easy to write a program. And here is the age. Age we use the numbers, so we give the number. Number is an integer something. So that is the database. So we want to create a database like this. Like this is a table name, and if you want to really create it, you should understand another thing is a circuit scripts. Well, this is beyond what I have told you, because our course, the focus of our course is the programming, is a Java enterprises environment programming. So the database you should I think you should know some basic things. If you haven't, that doesn't matter. You just do what I have do. I show you. So this is a we call it the scripts. Scripts. So you can use lots of ways to create a table. You can run these scripts. How to run this? You just copy this scripts, and then go to your navigate, and here is a new query. Here is a new query. So for the new query, you just paste it. And here is choose the database. Here is choose the database. Here is create a new table. So then you run it. It will create a new table in this database. However, we do not use this way because this is too professional for us, for you, and we are beginners, so we step by step. We use mouse. We click the menu something. Well, so that's I just tell you this is the circuit scripts. So here is one thing you can, if you really interested in this, you can try this way. So that's the table. That's a table what it looks like. So here is the purpose. Here is the purpose. So elements, then the table, the table contents, or the table structure. We call this is a table structure, like this way. So like this way. So how we create a new table? How we create a new table? This way. Here, and in our navigate. In our navigate. So we here the new table. The new table. Like this way. Here is the new table. New table. Here is a new table. So just pop menu, pop menu, pop menu, and choose a new table. Choose a new table. So this is the pop menu. Pop menu, and gives the well create a new table. So create a new table. So how we create a new table? Use our navigate. So this is pop menu new table, and then we choose the pop menu things new table. Here is a new table. So you just type. Well, I have show you first is this is the name student 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 ID. So we give the type. The type we chose the string. So this is variable character here, and this is the length. This is length. When you install it, you can get. So we give the 50. So we do not save so much. We just use a normal. So and then this is one thing, and you can add another. Add another is that here add another. Add another. Add another. That means you give another the name. The name. So that's the same thing. And you can type the length. And then give another things. So here is another. You can type this add signal. Add. So here is the name student ID, the name, and the student ID and the name and the age. The age. Here is int. So int do not need length. Well, so that is the table things. Well, I'll show you. So you can say this thing is we call the save, and save. This is the save, save. This is the save thing. Save, and here is add new field. Add a new field. So that is we call the what is add. Well, come. So this is add new field. So you should understand what the field means. Field is the name of the column. The name of column. So add a new field. Add a new field, and then this is you can save it. So we chose you. So you see, this is a computer science. So it's a lot of practice things. It's lots of practice things, and so when you when you understand it, you will feel it's very interesting. But if you do not understand it, you will feel it's very boring. It's very boring. So that's depends whether or not you can understand this. You can understand what I have done now. So now I have shown you how to use MySQL, use the navigator to create a new table. So then I save it. So I give the name. give name name the table. This is the name. This is the name. So you say I have created a new table. Created a new table like this way. Oh well, sorry. Why the key should come. Well, do not need this anymore. So the x mind here. So x mind here, and then you give a name. Give a name to this is a table name. This is a table name. So this way input table. So I don't know if you see this Chinese character, what's your feeling? So it's like the foreigner language. So it's just like what I have seen the Japanese language or the French language or the Russian character. So I have no idea what it means. But if you see the English words, I can understand it properly. So input table name. So I translate for you. So input the table name, and here this is the OK things. So the OK, and another is cancel. So something like this way. Okay. Well, we still haven't finished the table create because we just created the structure, but now we need to input the date on this table. Well, so create the new table, and here is a new table and structure. Create a new table, create a structure. And we call this is a field. Fields. Create fields of new table, and then we create we add or we call it insert something. Well, insert. So that's means well we give add dates, add records. So add records to the table. So how we how can do these things? It's very simple. So then here we save it, and you double click or refresh it refresh it. Here is a table, and then this is for well this is 1001. The name may be Tom. This is Tom. The age may be 18. So this is one thing, and then you can add here is we call the add another. So this is the 2, and may give an Alice, and then we maybe this is sister and 20. So you just click the here. So that's the table. That's a table. I'll show you. So that is the table things. It's been maybe a very big picture. So for this thing, first thing, you double click this way, and the second thing you add something, and the third thing is that you should continue doing things. So first is you just double click, and I'll tell you. So that's the double click. So this is one thing, and another add date dates of record So recorder means a line, a row. So that's the recorder, and here that you click plus sign something to add new line of records. So like this way. Okay, so I'll show you here. You input things. You input things, and then here you click the mouse. And if you do not want to add any more, you just type this way. The tick and means finish. Okay, so that is the create table. Well, so you see we have spent too much time on these things. Well, so here is add a new things, create a table. Well, when you want to see the date, you can use the new query. Here is a new query, and selecting everything from the table name, and then you run it. Then you can see the dates. So that's the circle things. That's a circle things. If you want to use try to practice the circle squares. So we call this is circle squares or the circle. So the circle means circle squares. Circle squares. That means the structure query. What's a query? Well, I'm sorry. Query language. Come. Query. So query query language. So that's the language. So the structure query language here. And then I show you. So first you should create a new query, and then you type something, and then you run it, and then you get the results. Here is the results. Okay, so that's all of the things of the database and here is the database things. Well, I'll save it. And now it's your task. It's your task. We create a program. So first you should understand prepare something. So one thing is the we call it the JDBC driver. Driver. So that is a file. That's a file. Well, I'll show you. I'll show the JDBC driver. So it is something like the let me JDBC connector and the jar something. Well, not this way. The JDBC. Well, so I'll choose JDBC driver, JDBC connector. Well, Java connector. So we used something like this way, So my circle connector Java's something file. So this is a jar. This is a jar file. This is a jar file. Well, you can use anyone. So here, maybe like this. So you should prepare the software. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, thank you. And so let me see. Anyone question? Okay. When are we gonna be taking the next step? Okay, so this is next step. So be patient, and so first you should prepare the file name. The file name is this way, so you should download it. download it. All is it's just like the five dot x something. So that's the connector. That is a connector. That is kind of well, we step by step. So this afternoon, this course, you just install the MySQL and create a new table and write a simple Java program to show the table dates on your program. So it's just do not use we do not use the web. So we will discuss how to use the web page to show date next week. So we just make it simple. You just write a console. You know console, just like the CMD command environment, command graphics user interface, command window. Command window to show the date to show date. Well, so that is a file. That is a file. Like this way. So you should download something. Download something. Well, you can use lots of just for version 5. Okay, so that is here. This file. So this is one thing. Another, we should create a Java program. Well, so I have not so much time. I will create a Java program. Java project. In idea, intelligent. Well, how to create a Java project? So first you just type the intelligent. So do you remember how to create a new Java project? How to create a new Java project? So it will open. Well, it will open the intelligent. Where is it? Intelligent? Well, let me show. Come. Double click it. Okay, here is come. And so that is the idea. Well, you can Google, or you can I give you a website. You can reference things. Reference like this way. The tutorial point, and you just choose the Java, and to find the JDBC. Let me see the JDB here. Okay, JDBC. So this is JDBC, and we just use this very basic things, the connection with MySQL. So you can try for these instructions. This is the very basic things. So just like this, but you should know how to use it. So we should prepare the file. Well, so your reference is things like this way. Here is reference. So you can reference things. And this is reference. Okay, come. Reference. Well, so you can reference for this. And then well, I show you since you haven't. So this way is we call the Java connected with the MySQL. Or you can Google. Something. You can Google. What's this? Close it. Okay, so you see here is our Java program we have created already. So so our things is that we should create a new folder, I think. So one thing is we should create a new folder. new photo. So it's a little not model. So we should try to here let's see the project structure. So the project structure, where is the project structure? Well, come. Oh, not this way. File, project structure here. So project structure. So file project structure, and this is our project. This is our model. Oh well, we need to add something. I think here is the path, the dependencies. Well, okay, so this is the dependencies. We should add our libraries. I think that this is a libraries or jar or directory. Let me see. The jars. Okay, this is a jars. Well, okay, and another is a libraries. Okay, library is by the system provided, so we do not, we just choose this way, just. So you should prepare your drivers. Well, I'll show you. So this is, do not forget it. So this is a little difficult because idea are too much menus, So how we get this way? You see here is a project structure. So you try to open the project structure, and then you try to open the models. So here is your project name, and then you choose the dependencies, and then you choose this the add plus, and then you choose the add things, So here, and so first we should prepare our libraries. Well, I always we just create we cancel it. We just create a new folder, I think. So we create a new directory. Okay, new directory, and give a live, or we always do something like this. And then we copy our so we copy our we copy our lives in this So first we should open it. So how to open it? Well, open it, lib find in path. So find in path. So in this way, directories, in directory. So we open this way, or we can copy. We just copy this. So to get our lib. So here is our lib, and we copy it. So that's, we mix all the lib files in our own projects. So we copy it, refactor copy it. So here is the lib. Here is the lib, and so you should copy these things. Well, and then you should pay attention here. The file, the project structure, and you choose the model, the dependencies, the add, and choose our jars, and so choose our lib. This is we have quit. So we choose this thing. So this is very important. So I'll tell you, if you do not understand this, you will take lots of time. So this is idea things. Okay, then we type OK things. Okay, well, and then we edit, click it, edit, and so here is our lib. Here is our lib, because we want to connect to the circuit. So and then we apply, and then OK it. Okay, so well, then we try to our program. So we just copy and paste. So we just copy and paste. Here is public static void main. So we give a try. Give the try and catch something. Okay, and copy it, and then so we delete all of these things, and we paste it. And however, you say here you should use the alt enter to import. Well, why it cannot import the circle things? Well, we always the lib we have already. This is our lib, and this is lib direct as source root test root resource test resource. Well, so it should well update. Let me try. Here you see this is should import the Java circle something. So we maybe it cannot do it directly. So we important. Okay, so it seems good, and this way, okay, that's good. You see, that means our lib take effects. Okay, then we just choose something. So this is password. This is for me password, and this is a table name. For our table name is the database. So what's our database name? Which we say our database. Here is a test 10.0. Okay, test 10.0. Okay, so this is a table name. Test 10.0. So this is, and then we select everything from our table. So our table is table 10.2. So this is our table, our table name, and then we got all of this. So we need to first, this is column 1 because our column 1 is a string. So we use the get string. So this is get string first because this is a data type. This is get string, and the second is the name, always also the get string. Well, so the third is the int, and this is a get string. So I hope you can understand this. You can understand it because this is a data type. However, this is two mass, two original ways, and in the future class we will use some frame set to make it more simple, but you should understand it. So this is a string int, and then it shows. Well, then we run it, and well, although it is successful or not, I will end in my class, and then you should do the program by yourself. Okay, so run main. Okay, so God bless you or something. Well, build, and let's say the data comes or not. Okay, and come, build. So it's need a little time because it's the first time to visit the database, but you see build run saving catches or something, and it will show. Okay, that's good. You see, this is the date. This is date. So students, so my friends, now is your task. Do you understand? Can anyone give me a response? Hello. Okay, thank you. So that is your task. And do me a favor. Type your name and student ID in the WeChat group. In the WeChat group. So that's your task. Okay, thank you. So that's your task. That's your turn to show show database, show database date, and in a Java project. Yeah, you need just send send your in which other group you just send your student the name and your student number and okay, the test is just like the homework like the before the last week you just snap something, snap a picture, or create a documents and proof that you have successfully can visit the database. So okay, thank you. And so that is the code that's things. So I show you did so uh today so you just create to create the create a database and show something like this way. So that's your task. That's your task. Okay, and I'll send the notebook note class notes or and videos and after maybe 1 hour or something. So I will give you the whole step the videos and um, if you haven't understand it clearly that doesn't matter that doesn't matter and I'll show you and so this way is the so that is the connection date is created so this is one thing and this is another this is another and this they yeah you just submit on the WeChat group and the deadline when you finish it you it's up to you as soon as soon as better uh, okay thank you uh, okay so thank you very much and then the remaining 2 classes you need to practice and so see you